Hi everyone, welcome to Cosmic Turtles. Excuse me, my name is Tina. I just need a bit of water. What are you doing? Oh, my cat's trying to write something in my book. Leave it alone. Alright, it's a little late, but I want to get these readings out for the morning. Alrighty. Whew. Okay. His hair. Anyway, that don't matter. It's not the medium that matters. It's the message, right? But it's always nice to look nice. Okay, let's see what we got. Are you still... Well, while she's planning on what I'm going to write next, I'm going to do a reading here. This is bugging me. Once it's dry, it'll be better, probably. I wonder if Venus is coming into people's charts right now. Alright, so let's get this going. Let's see what we got. Woohoo! Influence! Oh. Alright, let's do this like that. Influence! Oh, what a way, right? Influence. Well, just like I was doing, to influence sometimes, you gotta look your best. Or try to. But at least, don't be so much of a perfectionist at it. Because, hair is just going to do what it wants to do, as you can see. This is a comical read, I feel. Here, let's put it this way. Look, you may find stuff if you keep at it. Find a solution. Influence is your first card. Interesting. Nice. However that resonates for you. But I can think of a few examples on how, they say lead by example. And on the card itself, it has the moons on top. So maybe your influence and the way you feel, it changes with the moon cycles. So, or even if you're a female and you have a monthly cycle, pay attention to when your cycle is. Then you'll have more of an indication, like, of knowing yourself more. Because there's times where, there's certain times in our time of month we embody different energies. And you can do some research. There's plenty out there about it. But that may play a role in your ability to influence, right? All right, let's see what else we got here. I got the Earth cards and the chakra cards mixed together. They're about the same size, so whichever comes out, because it's all words and images, of course, but I like them together. It's usually, if there's a problem, there's a solution, so I put them all together. It's kind of like how we are made, if you really listen to yourself. The ego may say there's a problem, but your intuitive prompting will tell you there's a solution. Alright, what else do we got? Just influence? Do we have anything else? Wow, okay. Alright, we'll take them all. There's a few that went flying. So, next to influence is context. What are you trying to accomplish? Right? The context. You may be teaching something. How is it that you want to bring this subject matter to have the proper reaction, right? The proper reaction, or the, because you may want to teach, let's say you want to teach a child how to tie their shoes. And some do the 2 loops and you just tie it like that. Some do the like there's a story about the bunny with 2 ears and it goes around and then you make a loop. So how is it that you can influence in a way to show the proper context to have the right reaction come back? Because some kids will just say, oh, well, I'll just keep doing knots as long as it's tied. But then there's a long lace and they could still trip and hurt themselves. So what can you do? You can look at things differently. There's a renewal on its way. And this renewal, and it's probably within the next moon cycle, right? Because we just passed the full moon. Full moon's in the middle, so there's like a building of something somehow, if that makes sense to you. So renewal. You're going to feel a beginning of a new energy coming through, or maybe a new idea that's coming in, and new project idea, or something that inspires you, and you're just gonna, and the more you get into it, even if it doesn't feel like much, but you had a little bit of a tingle of of an inspiration, and then the more you do it, and then you start seeing the potential of it, because it grows, it becomes more. So let's see what we got from the moon cards here. Oh, the light fluctuated. Cool. Wah! Too many. Okay. All right, it's going to say you need some nourishment, proper nourishment. Okay. So whatever that means to you, nourishment of the mental realm, nourishment of like your intellectual part of you, good emotions. You feed yourself some good emotions. Physically, the foods you ate, the water that you take, or liquids, and spiritual nourishment as well. That's all found within the spiritual part. And you also have release. So nourishment and release. As you release things, make sure you're also taking care of yourself. Because let's say you did a meditation. It's often recommended after meditation to have some water so you can replenish your body. It'll need the water. Okay, so that's one example, but there are many, and it's up to you to feel it through and see what makes sense for you, or even do some research, see what works for you. What do we have from the astrology cards? Ooh, well, there's a few. This astrology card thing shows like possible if you have Libra in your chart. It's number 19. It's Libra is associated with the words I balance. So depending on if you have it in your chart. Then we have Taurus, number 14. I have. Then we have Gemini, I think, number 15. And we have two houses, one house and one planet. So we have the 9th house, number 33, faith. Have faith that all is well. Have faith that maybe the idea that you got for a project, you feel like it's not that much. But if it was inspired through you, that means you are the one that's bringing this to the world, and it's something different, something new. So 9th house, faith, and the number 33, which is very significant for some if you follow numerology. And then you have Pluto, transformation, and another master number, number 11. So there's a renewal with this transformation. There is release, and you got to continue to have that faith and balance. Okay. All right, what else do we got? Let's get a few tarot here for this reading. We're about nine and a half minutes in. The Lovers. Look at that. There's two geese. Geese are very militant. They also stick together. So even though it says the Lovers, it could be your relationship with yourself. It could be you, the human, connected with your higher self, the spirit. It could be looked at many different ways. It depends on which context that this is applicable to you. For some of you, it is about a love relationship. But first and foremost, I do internal readings. So it's more about your relationship with yourself. So the lovers means it's a smooth sailing. It probably gives a time frame also for those in the northern hemisphere, because in the spring that's when the geese come back from the south. So more than likely everything you're preparing now will take off, will start having more heights. Like a bird, it flies higher, so things will come to a culmination point. It'll really start, you'll have a glow up, if you want to say it like that. So something good is coming towards you, for you, because you've worked at it. You've done your internal work. You've done the releasing. You've done the nourishment. You have faith in yourself, trust, a faith in the universe has your back. There's a renewal within you. You're noticing as you release, you have more influence on people, things, situations around you. So trust in yourself. I do internal readings and words of encouragement because everybody has lived on the outside world. We've seen what it's about. We've seen the pitfalls. We've seen, what do they call it? Murphy's Law always happening. We've seen all the bad, the ugly, the... And then the internal journey is the way to set things in a different way to have a better reality around you. For those of you that are, I heard the word sponsorship. For those of you that like to sponsor, yes, you can send me an email if you'd like to know more. I only say so much on these platforms here, but it is still to help. And because it's intuitively based, and those that listen have to use their intuition to understand this in the first place, that means they're doing their work, because you'll understand this if you're doing your work. You won't understand this and you will judge it, and you will say, she's crazy, she don't know what she's talking about. Well, this is not the channel for you. I mean, you can still look, but I also do energy transmutation. So, all right. Thank you for your support. All right, what else do we got? One more. Oh, Ten of Swords. It is the end of this cycle of pain. Now, this keeps coming out, and it has been. And you're on the brinks of a transformation, and there's release of all this pain, right? There's the release here, and then there'll be the renewal. So it is there for the taking type of thing. It's just, you got to self-realize this. And once you do, and you actually let all the dots will connect, everything will make sense. In the meanwhile, stay patient with yourself. It does come. Now, the outer reality may not reflect it yet. And that's part of the process. The outer reality will start reflecting it when it's without a shadow of a doubt that these things are set within you. Until then, enjoy and have fun too in life. Play. I see a dolphin here. Dolphin represents having time for play. Also represents, if you need to, a bath, a shower, something that has to do with water to help with the releasing and allowing that flow. within you, because it's all energetics. And recognizing what energetics do, how they feel, how to use your body technology to be able to advance and move forward in your journey. Here we have the Son of Cups. This would be equal to the Page of Cups. So you do have help. You have people that will be kind. It could be strangers, it could be friends, it could be family. Although, even though the experience has been that many of them you had to let go and release because they were not vibrating as you've become, and they had to keep going on their journey. That's fine. You're advancing in another path. You will always have the help of people matching up vibrationally, even if it's just one day, because the next day you may be vibrating in another level and they aren't. But they're the standpoint for when people pass by. They just give whatever it is they're meant to do at that moment. Everything is synchronized perfectly. And for the longest time, humanity thought they had no choice. They thought, this is how it's been, this is how it's always been, this is how it is, and that's how it's always going to be. As long as you're stuck in that mentality where everything is action and a reaction, knee-jerk reaction, you will stay in, everything will stay the way it has been, but there'll be a lot of ups and downs, and you'll still be in this type of cycle. So now this is actually changed. The energetics has changed. Now it's about us catching up to that energy, but not so much catching up to it. We're the ones actually, whether we're conscious or unconscious of it, as a collective, we're the ones that's unlocking all this. So we need not worry. It's easier said than done, definitely. It says my info is on the dark web. Okay. Good. Maybe they'll learn something. The untethered soul. Let's see what we got that comes out for the collective here. Untethered soul. What do we got for this collective here? Woohoo! There's a few. We're gonna take them all. So I got 4 of them. Take the one that resonates for you. You can also pause the video and see if it's 1, 2, 3, or 4. And just skip through. Just watch when I put a card up, if you'd like. All right, let's start with the first one. It's this is the theme. They have different themes. This one's about freeing yourself. It always has a horse. That which is blocked and buried within you forms the root of fear. Fear is caused by blockages in your energy. That which is blocked and buried within you forms the root of fear. Fear is caused by blockages in your energy. That was number 1. Now we're going for number 2, and this one is awakening consciousness. Meditation is the highest state. It is the return to the root of your being, the simple awareness of being aware. Meditation is the highest state. It is the return to the root of your being, the simple awareness of being aware. Going for number 3. And this one is freeing yourself again. The purpose of spiritual evolution is to remove the blockages that cause you fear. The purpose of spiritual evolution is to remove the blockages that cause you fear. And then number 4, this one is freeing yourself again. Fear is a thing. It's just another object in the universe that you are capable of experiencing. Fear is a thing. It's just another object in the universe that you are capable of experiencing. So this has been your reading collective. And this is Tina from Cosmic Turtle. I appreciate all your support and all the watchers and cross-watchers, whoever it is. Welcome to my channel. And I'll see you next time.